Okay, so it says that we are actually streaming live on Facebook. Fantastic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the book launch for Cathy Gagliardi. Many of you know Cathy as a beautiful author who has created such amazing books such as Bellyflies, Going to Build a Boat, I Love Icecream, and Mother Love. And we are here to help Cathy celebrate this launch of all of these books at once, but we also are here to celebrate Cathy, to really let Cathy know that we so appreciate the work that she sets into the world and the love that she sends to children and to the parents of children and grandparents and all around the world to everyone. So welcome, everybody. We are so honored and so happy to have each and every one of you here with us. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to celebrate Cathy with us. So thank you. I am Judith Richardson Schroeder here. I'm part of Carnelian Moon Publishing. We are the publishers for Cathy's books, and we could not be prouder to be able to invite you and welcome you to this book launch. There is a little bit of housekeeping I would like to just mention, if I could please. When you come into the room, just keep yourself muted until it is time for you to speak, if you could. That way it helps to reduce any of the noise that's going on in the background so that the speaker who is there is front and center. This is going to be a beautiful, intimate experience, and we love when book launches allow us to have that intimacy and to share with all of the beautiful friends and family and relationships that each of the authors have. And Cathy, this day is for you. We are so honored to be a part of this and to be able to share your work, and you especially, out with the world. So I think what we will do is we will move forward, and I will let Debbie have the floor for a moment, and then she can go ahead and introduce Cathy to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie Belnavis-Brimble, the other half of Carnelian Moon Publishing, and as Judith said, we are so excited to be able to share the most amazing, awesome, and brilliant in Cathy Gagliardi. I am going to hand right over to Cathy because today is about Cathy. It's about us sharing her work, and the passion that she puts into everything that she does. And we can't wait for you to find out more about her and grow to love her as much as we do. So Cathy, over to you. On mute. Let's see if I can. Yes, we've got you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy and Debbie, for doing all this. It's amazing. And thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm really excited. I wanted to tell you a little about my authoring journey. I've always liked to write poems and stories. And it finally came together when I wrote Bellyflies. It just triggered everything to write Bellyflies. Unfortunately, it started with a tragic incident of my friend's son's suicide, but it just turned into something beautiful to help the situation along. And I really felt that I needed to speak to the children of the world and our young adults of tomorrow. So I wrote that, and from there, my father passed away for 5 months after. And when my brother did the illustrations, and when he presented me the book, my dad and my mom had tears in their eyes. And my dad said, "This is it. This is what you got to do." And so when he passed away, I honored him with writing a book, Going to Build a Boat, because he included everybody, and that's what the book is about. And he built boats. So that was really important to me because it helps out in schools. So it teaches them compassion and community and diversity, and helping each other to love themselves and love each other. And this has been, people have told me that they have that in their teaching curriculum. So I do that. I did that, and after I finished with Gonna Build a Boat, I was told to write a book, Mother Love, but it took me a long time to get to that because I had to figure out what exactly it was. So in between, I wrote a little Easter book, an Easter poem for my son out west, and that became a little book, The Chocolate Egg Willow, which will be released next year. And then Mother Love came to me, and then I Love Icecream came to me the same time, as it has the same message, just for maybe 2 different age groups. And from there, I have a lot in my head and a lot on paper to continue on this journey. I'm really excited, and it's something I love doing. So thank you all for being here.
And Cathy, thank you so much for that introduction of you and your journey. And for those of you who have known Cathy for a long time, you know how passionate she is. You know how giving her heart is and how much she shares with the world through her books. And we're going to be sharing how you can support Cathy as well through her GoFundMe initiative. So I have the honor and the pleasure next of introducing, and we have a number of Cathy's nearest and dearest with us in the room to support her today and celebrate her success. And I've got the honor of introducing you to Donna Stairs. And Donna and Cathy have known each other for a number of years, and they bonded and became thick as thieves, is what my notes say, even more in 2018 when they shared a room together at a retreat in Costa Rica in 2018. Donna, we know that you're going to be sharing so much brilliance today, so thank you for being here, and I hand over to you now.
Beautiful, thank you. Thick as thieves as well. Yes, 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 indeed, Cathy. I look forward to more shenanigans that we can get into. So I'm just so happy and so honored to talk a bit about my dear sister Cathy, and just a few things from my heart that I really want to share about these children's stories that Cathy has created. During these intense times, now more than ever, our children need us. They need to feel safe, and they need to feel they can safely express their emotions. And Cathy has beautifully covered this in her book, Bellyflies. They can also profoundly benefit from the skills of cooperation and inclusion. And here they can learn these skills in her book, Gonna Buy a Boat. And even deeper, to understand the love that dwells in their hearts and how to express that love, Cathy has created Mother Love in the book, I Love Icecream. Cathy Gagliardi has skillfully created a means whereby children can just be themselves and express their emotions. They can learn the art of cooperation and inclusion, and they can celebrate the feelings and love in their hearts and freely gift this love to all of creation. Wow. The writings of these children's stories was not just a light whim on Cathy's behalf. It was through her witnessing of really tragic circumstances, and also through some deeply personal spiritual journey of her own, that she has come to understand that her gift to this world is through children and through the writing of these children's stories. A few years back, Cathy decided to have a session with African peacekeeper and healer Mendaza. And Mendaza's profound gift is to work with each of our ancestors. When Cathy entered the room, Mendaza looked at her and he said, "You are Mother Love." And further, he said, this is not the deep and profound love that every mother feels for their child. This is the embodiment of Mother Love. And this is Cathy's medicine and what Cathy brings to the world. He further told her that she would write a book and that the title of this book would be Mother Love. Well, you can imagine, Cathy left this session, her heart was very full, and she felt a little overwhelmed as well. That was a tall order. a tall order. So it did. It took a little bit of time for Cathy to deeply meditate and for enough time to go by to sink into this responsibility that she had been given. And sure enough, several months later, she wrote Mother Love. And when I read it, it held the energy of exactly what Mendoza had shared. It was so amazing. So why create these books? What is the need that it is fulfilling? And I wanted to share a little bit of a personal story to answer that question. I was in preschool settings many, many years ago, and part of my responsibility was to come up with different teaching circles that we could do with the children. And one of the themes of the circles was feelings. And I would start off with the same question. I would ask these little 3-year-old beings, is it okay to feel angry? And 100% of the time, these little faces and these little eyes would look up at me and they would answer, no. This shocked me. It shocked me because I really don't believe that any parent on this earth would overtly say to their children, don't feel your feelings and don't express yourself. I believe it's something that subliminally, through our own difficulty as adults, expressing our deeper and more powerful emotions, little 3-year-old children were intuiting that it wasn't okay. So during those times, I would lean forward and I would whisper to them, I have a secret for you. And the secret is, it's okay to be you. And it's okay to feel angry. And it's okay to feel your feelings. And it's okay to express those feelings. And we would go on to talk about safe ways and words that they could say or what they could do under circumstances when they were feeling so powerfully triggered. Through her book, Bellyflies, Cathy has offered children many great ideas when something isn't feeling right in their bellies, when they're feeling belly flies. Many public schools have invited Cathy to speak, and after this COVID situation is behind us, I know she's going to be really busy and she's going to be overbooked going into schools to share this incredibly important message. Children love puppets. Adults do too, but children love puppets. Cathy has also created puppets to go along with Bellyflies so that children have this rich and beautiful opportunity to practice what they've just learned. And a few months back, Cathy and I were so excited coming up with various puppet skits and ways that children, after they've heard the story, could play with these puppets and have opportunities to practice over and over again what they had just learned. Again, giving themselves permission to feel and to express their feelings. Cathy, I believe with all my heart that you are opening doors. You are opening doors for children so that they don't need to grow into adults who are afraid to express themselves.
Thank you.
Donna, that's so beautiful. And I'm so grateful that you requested to be the first speaker because you have set the tone for this beautiful book launch. Thank you so much for all that you shared. I loved the stories that you shared with us about the children, especially about them being able to express their feelings. That is so important, not to stymie their little voices, to let them know that they have that permission to share what they're feeling. That was so powerful. And the puppets, I love the puppets. I just love the ideas that you have all come up with, and the friendship that you and Cathy have, and the bonding that took place in that Thick as Thieves in Costa Rica. Costa Rica was such a magical journey for so many, and I'm so honored that the two of you are here today. And Donna, I just am so grateful for the message that you shared with Cathy. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you. Okay. So now, dear Cathy, we would love for you to share an excerpt or something that you would like to share right now, either an excerpt from one of your favorite books, one of your books that you'd like to share about, or anything that you would like to share with us for now.
Well, since Donna spoke about mother love, I will look at mother love with you. And I want to tell you that when I was trying to write this, I got the idea of what I wanted to write, but I had no words for it. So it took me a really long time. And when I was having a class with Unity, she spoke to me about opening a sacred space, and she explained to me how to do it, but it's all your own. So I came up with this idea that my energy would be coming from the whole universe. So it would start from the stars in the sky and the elements, the wind and the rain, and coming all the way down to the mountains and the trees and to the brush and the flowers and the grass and the earth, and going all the way down, including, here I go, including all the people, the adults and the little children, all the love from the little children and the animals and the birds and the fish and everything in the water. And all the way down to the core of the earth. So I had to, that's what I wanted to do, put that into words for mother love. So I had the, a little boy asking, well, what is mother love anyway? And Yum Yum says, well, it's just a love so big. And the boy says, how do I find mother love? And then Yum Yum says, let's discover it together. And at that point, it's an activity. So be the stars in the universe. And the children can put their arms up and act like stars. And then coming down to the wind and the rain, and they can dance around and sprinkle the love around. Then to be the majestic mountains, so they can act like a mountain and feel the strength of the mountains. And be the trees and the flowers, which is just so beautiful. They can pretend they're a flower or a tree budding from the ground up. Be the birds in the sky, and that's easy. Kids always run around with their arms open, singing and dancing. Be the animals of the land, and they can have a little animal parade. And their fish and their friends swim by spreading love. And I brought a different book to a child care center, and I going to build a boat to a child care center, and they actually, after I finished reading it, built a boat and went to see if it floated, and they actually jumped in it and it floated. So I'm excited to give them this book to see what they do with this. They'll probably put on a play or something. Very exciting. And all through it is the message of love. So the energy of love, and bringing in the grandparents and the parents and the children, and of course the little babies. Oh, that's the children. And there's the babies. So we bring it all the way through to yourself. And it's so important to me because I feel in my heart that love is so important for every single person to feel loved and feel that they are loved, to give love. So if the children can actually feel that, then they can spread it. And I think it will spread to the adults and then bounce back to the children, and it will be a big circle of love. And so that's how I ended it, be love. So at the end of this book, I have questions for the teachers to read or for the parents to read. I'll just read one of them. What would Yum Yum do if he saw a lonely girl? Would he tell her how we are never alone in this beautiful world? Would he show her the joy of hugging a tree? Or would he take her to a party of dancing monkeys? And so it goes on that they can create their own questions. Each person, each child can create their own questions. So if I'm doing a reading in school, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have each child ask a question or give an answer. So this is my Mother Love book, which I'm so proud of. And it was definitely, I definitely had to be very vulnerable to bring this information out to the open. So thank you.
Wow. Oh gosh. If you see any of us tearing up during this celebration, it is a happy time. However, we are all so excited for Cathy. We are so grateful for the opportunity for each and every one of us to share her out with the world and to allow her book to go even further. And her mission of getting her books, I got shivers all down my legs. I'm doing it this time, Judy. Her mission to get her books in the hands of children, every child around the world, is such a big mission. And Cathy, we're here to support you, each and every one of us. And this is why we're here today. Just listening to Mother Love and how deep this book goes. And knowing what's going on in our world right now, it just shows you how much we need your work and we need your books. So continue doing what you're doing, continue to support children to shine their shine as you continue to shine your brilliance within the world. That is just absolutely beautiful. And I can see a few of us tearing up a little bit, but it's okay. We all are in that arena where we celebrate tears, we celebrate healing, and we celebrate others finding their gifts and their genius and just going with it. And this beautiful lady is here to elevate and allow her books to be in the hands of every little child that we can get her books to. So thank you for sharing that excerpt, Cathy. I promise I will be more smiley throughout. Okay, so next I have the honor to introduce to you Unity Schmidt. Now, oh, you've moved. Oh, you're there, Unity. I think a few people have disappeared. I wonder why. I'm here to share Unity with you. And Cathy and Unity have met each other a number of years ago. And Cathy is very grateful for the opportunity of being guided and taught by Unity and through Unity to really connect more with her spirituality during their friendship. So Unity, it's an honor to introduce you and welcome you to the floor.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me be a part of this. And Cathy, I'm so excited for you, and I'm so honored to be here with all of these beautiful women today, and for the children. So thank you for sharing that little sneak peek in Mother Love, Cathy. So my name's Unity Schmidt. I'm a life coach and a self-help author, and I'm delighted to have worked with Cathy and watch her bring her dreams of becoming a children's author to life. I'll always remember meeting Cathy for the first time. As you can see, she has a smile that lights up the room, and you can really feel her big heart and her generous soul. And when she'd come to one of my classes, I loved how she saw the world and its beauty. Her heart mission was always to find a way to help others and make a real difference. I'll never forget your self-made business, Cathy, The Perfect Gift by Cathy. You showed me how you bring together thoughtful gifts to lift others up, and you'd wrap them up with so much intention and going from your heart to their hearts. And now here you are taking the next perfect gift to the next level as a children's author. Cathy, you've been inspired to create a safe and loving world. And when you heard about your friend experiencing the traumatic loss of a child, as a mother, you understood her pain and you wanted to find a way to help. And suddenly Bellyflies was born, and what a beautiful creation that is. Cathy, you really do help make a difference in the world and in the lives of children. Oh, I'm getting a little teary just thinking about it. And I love how you brought Yum Yum to life as a rescuing friend for all of these kids around the world. These books help you reach others, and you help make sure that children don't have to feel sad or confused or alone, and that it's safe for them to be true to themselves and to express their feelings and to find each other. So from the intention to rescue and help serve, you brought helpful alligator Yum Yum to life And I love this playful, silly, imaginary friend. He's ready to be there and has the joy and acceptance for every child. You have bright, happy children's stories, and they're created with love. They teach life lessons in a simple, fun, and playful way. Yum Yum is a happy-go-lucky alligator, and any child is lucky to have Yum Yum in their lives as a friend. Like children, Yum Yum is innocent, playful, and ready to learn and take action. Cathy, your books help children experience a friend ready to be there for them, to laugh, to play, and to discover life and the messages about life. In all of us, we want to enjoy friendship and laughter and playfulness, and in Cathy's book, Yum Yum delivers. And he never takes himself too seriously. He helps children overcome troubles, and he grows the gifts of friendship, kindness, and imagination, which are really the gifts that all of us need to return to ourselves and remember and bring to this world. Cathy, you shared with me how children are happy to have Yum Yum adventures read to them, and how they even are excited to read along to you or act out the parts and really get involved and engaged. And as a grown-up myself who grew through early childhood chronic illness, I'm grateful how your stories encourage and celebrate inclusiveness and diversity. Like real life, the characters come from a variety of backgrounds, and some of the books even have 2 languages, so you can read it in English and in Spanish. And the world really needs that. It needs to have messages of diversity and inclusiveness and really speaking the language of love and coming together to share and play and explore. And Cathy, it's been such an honor and so much fun to work with you as a coach and as a friend. Oh, I'm so happy to watch you bring your dreams to life, and I wish you continued success. I know that every young reader can enjoy these adventures that you share with them, and the Yum Yum worlds you're going to keep creating full of friendship, hope, and lots of laughter. You've really built the perfect gift here, and it's for every early reader. I hope the joys of Yum Yum reach more children through family libraries all around the world and in classrooms all around the world. And I hope that everything and all of this love continues to grow, and that everyone can enjoy and receive this gift. So thank you so much for having me be a part of this, Cathy. It's been such an honor.
Thank you, Unity.
Unity, that was such a beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you so much for sharing that. That really was from the heart. Just the perspective that you gave each of us, and the joy that you brought to Cathy, obviously. It was just wonderful. The opportunity that I personally get to meet all of the beautiful people that are in Cathy's universe. And thank you so much for being here, Unity, for sharing what you shared. And I think that there is a lot more to take place with the 2 of you going forward. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Donna. And thank you so much, Judith and Debbie. You know, it's wonderful to be here. So
Wonderful to have you. Thank you. Thank you. This is so beautiful. And if you're seeing the tears, you know that this is family. This is when an author comes to Carnelian Moon, they are family. And we get a little teary-eyed, especially during these book launches. So you have to forgive that a little bit. But we love listening to the messages and the heartfelt, beautiful love and sharing that each of you bring to this beautiful union, so that Cathy can hear what is on your heart. And it may not be something that we always share at every single day, but this is the opportunity for everyone to be able to say what is on their heart and to share it with you, Cathy, because you are a beautiful, beautiful author who has so many beautiful gifts to give to the world. It's just such a beautiful opportunity. And I keep on saying the word beautiful, but it is. You bring light and love and joy and meaning to those emotions. Little ones have a voice when they are with you, when they are around you, and you are helping parents to understand that it's okay to have these emotions. It is healthy to have these emotions and how to express them, and do so in such a way that little ones know that they have a voice. So your work is so, so important. So thank you for everything that you do. You are just such a beautiful, beautiful person. I'm so grateful to have met you.
Thank you.
So
I can't talk.
I'm sorry.
I can't talk.
Okay, you don't have to right now. We are now going to introduce someone else who's very, very important in your circle of friends, and that will be Laurel Crosley. So Laurel is the founder of Children's Wellness International Conference, and she's opened many, many doors for Cathy. So now I'd like to hand the mic over to you, Laurel, if you would like to share your message with Cathy.
Well, I want everybody to close their eyes just for a moment. And I want you to imagine a marshmallow and a glass of champagne or ginger ale. And I want you to put the marshmallow in your mouth. Notice the texture. Notice how sweet it is. And then I want you to imagine taking that glass of bubbly, whether it's alcoholic or not, and taking a sip of it. Notice the sensations in your mouth. Now open your eyes. That's what I feel when I think of Cathy. She's this beautiful, soft, sweet soul, and she's full of joy and bubbles. So I was trying to come up with a visualization. Now I think I've just invented a cocktail. So if any of you on this Facebook live or Zoom chat are going to go out and experiment with it, you let us know. We've now invented the Cathy Gagliardi drink. Actually, I think your son can help us, Cathy. There are very few people on this earth that I believe have a pure soul-filled connection to children. And Cathy is one of those people. Her remarkable sense of sort of an insider's viewpoint or vantage point of what a child is feeling, most importantly, what a child is thinking, what a child is observing, and how a child shows up in community. Very few children, as we know, actually have a voice. And I believe that Cathy is a kidvocate. That's a term that I started using. She actually is an advocate for children. I remember a story. We went for a coffee or a breakfast. I don't remember which, Cathy. And she said to me, you know, what I'd really like to do is I'd really like to take this story and I'd really like to read it to a group of children. And I really want them to act out, or I want the teacher to act out what's going on in the story. And I said, are you busy now? And she said, no. So I reached out to a friend of mine who runs a private little school. And I said, hey, I got this author. Can she come over with her book? And without a beat, it was like I had scripted the teacher to enact what was in the story. She just took it. She had costumes. She had everything going on. And right in that moment, I looked at Cathy reading this book. And I don't know if you read the book or was observing. I can't really remember. And the glow on Cathy's face was incredible because we had taken that vision and in 20 minutes, we'd made it a reality. And at that point, she knew, we knew that there was something magic going on. And so, Cathy, I just wanted to thank you. I'm going to keep it short and sweet and bubbly. So thank you so much for asking me to be part of this. I'm just so honored to help you and to bring you to the world. And we're doing that. You know, you've been part of my conferences, and just wait, sister, I got more stuff coming down the pipeline. So congratulations. And thank you for being such a joy-filled, bubbly, sweet, soft soul. Mushroom, not a mushroom, marshmallow and champagne kind of soul. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Laurel.
Laurel, thank you so much for scintillating our senses there. It's like, I'm going to go and try that. So I'll let everyone know. I actually felt the marshmallow in my mouth, and it's like, and then the fizz. Cathy, everyone here knows you so well, and Laurel did such a great job at showing us and allowing us to experience and connect with you through our senses, including those who are watching Facebook Live or watching replay. So Laurel, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to hearing about everything that's going to be happening very soon for you as well, Cathy, following this. So, as I know, let's all breathe. We're okay. So we can use a yum yum. We can have a yum yum dance. I don't have a yum yum, so I'm just doing a yum yum. Yum Yum's here to support Cathy and everyone else here. So if anyone has any little kids, we've got a Yum Yum right here for you. So we're here to celebrate Cathy, as you know, but we're also here to promote her books. Cathy's launched her books, so we're looking to increase her sales. So I'm going to now share an opportunity today only, where you can purchase a copy of Cathy's books, any of her books. We've created a website, and you can get a signed copy of any of her books. If you want one, you can have one. If you want a signed copy of all 4, they're there waiting for you. So I'll share a little bit about this offer. So as you know, Cathy's books are Bellyflies, Gonna Build a Boat, Mother Love, and I Love Ice Cream. And all 4 of those books right now are available, as I said, for a limited time, today only, for you to receive an autographed copy. They are all available as an ebook on Amazon and also as a paperback book. So if you would like a copy of any of these books, the actual physical books, you can also purchase one of those on Amazon as well. So if you're interested in getting a signed copy from Cathy, the link to go to is bit.ly, so that's bit.ly/twinklinlinksbooks. And we'll share this within the group here on Zoom, and we'll also share the link on our Facebook page. Actually, it's there already, and I've shared it on Cathy's Facebook page as well. So everyone will be able to support Cathy during these times. The books are also available around the world. We've even seen the book as far afield as, was it Hong Kong? I think it was Hong Kong we saw it online. So Barnes & Noble in the US, and I'm just getting we've got Barnes & Noble in the US, Chapters Indigo, Waterstones in the UK, and if you look at bookshop.org, and all this information will be available at various points, especially on Facebook. So please go out and support Cathy. We are here to celebrate her and her efforts, and to allow her to get her books in the hands of even more children around the world. As a mom, I have every one of these. My little boy absolutely loves them. And I'll get little messages from Cathy asking, ask Jaden what he thinks about this story I've shared on YouTube. So I'm also going to share YouTube. Please go on YouTube. Cathy reads her stories, and again, goosebump moments. She reads her stories so beautifully. That word beautifully again. We can't help it. That's what this beautiful heart does to us. Cathy reads her stories on YouTube, and I've put my 6-year-old to bed after listening to Cathy's stories. So it's a beautiful nighttime ritual that you can add, and all her future books will be there as well. So support Cathy as much as you can. And on her website, twinklinlinks.com, you can also support Cathy's GoFundMe campaign. Now, Cathy uses the funds through the GoFundMe campaign to send books, and she's been doing this for years, self-funding this, send books to various countries around the world. And Cathy will be sharing a little bit more about that when she speaks with us later. So please support her in whatever way you can, whether it's giving a donation on GoFundMe or purchasing one of these books for the beautiful little souls in your lives. And I'll now hand you over to Judith.
Thank you so much, Debbie. You are always so amazing with your introductions and your sharing. So thank you so much for all of that. So Cathy, I would love to check in with you right now. How are you feeling, love?
very overwhelmed with joy. I'm so appreciative of everybody telling me their stories, reminding me of all the beautiful things happening with you guys and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yum Yum is right there, and he is definitely taking it all in. We all love Yum Yum. He's just adorable. Um, my little granddaughter has baby Yum Yum, and she has experienced bad dreams, and baby Yum Yum has been helping her with those. So
Aww.
there is magic in what you share and in what you do, Cathy. So thank you for all that you're doing. Debbie, thank you so much for that beautiful information, for sharing out the autograph opportunity for Cathy's books. I hope everyone will be able to take the opportunity to check out that page and support Cathy, and she'll have those books sent out to you within 14 days of you ordering them. Okay, so now I get the beautiful opportunity to introduce a very special guest as well. Simone Usselman Todd. I hope I'm saying your name right, Simone, because I've never had to say your last name before. I just realized that now. But Simone met Cathy in Costa Rica. Now, isn't that a shock there? But also she showed up for Cathy and was able to envision how the dream for Cathy's life would be going forward. Simone has been a wonderful coach and guide and support for a number of individuals, including Cathy and including myself. So Simone, I'd love to open the mic up to you now for you to share your message with us.
Super. Thank you so much, Judy. You really appreciate the opportunity to be here. Cathy, I'm so excited to be here with everybody else supporting you. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? Yes. So I'd love to share a story about how I first met Cathy. In 2018, I had the opportunity to travel to magical Costa Rica on a transformational trip that combined personal and professional focus. And this trip was truly an adventure. And Cathy joined us on this trip through Donna Stairs. And on this trip, an incredibly strong bond was developed between all the participants. We were on this amazing adventure together. And Cathy, do you remember our first deep conversation we had at Hotel San Bada, where we stayed situated right next to Manuel Antonio National Park? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
This is where I learned about Cathy's deep caring for the children in the world, and the first time I spoke with Cathy, her gentle, her caring nature, her generosity and huge heart for helping others really struck me. So I learned about your hopes and dreams, Cathy, and I learned about your mission and how you had a powerful story about a tragic loss that had spurred your passion for writing. And do you remember how we visioned and you talked about what you'd want, and we started to build that, and how exciting that was. And so as we spent time in Costa Rica, I saw you open up and I saw you grow. And we were booked a day at a school in Costa Rica, interacting and sharing time with the children in the school. We were taught about this school in which the students were immersed in nature, and they developed an understanding of the natural workings of the world and how to create a sustainable culture. And it is here where I witnessed Cathy's interaction and connection with the children in the school as they literally flocked to her. And more than anything, I watched Cathy literally flourish in the moment with each and every child. She made connection with each child, younger and older, within that school. Cathy, with her natural giving nature, donated her books, translated to Spanish from English, to the teachers and the students of the school there. And as more opportunities presented, Cathy then started a GoFundMe page to raise money and was able to take 50 books to a school library, classes, and local homes in Guatemala. So many of these books have been either donated or sold to Zimbabwe, New Zealand, Panama, Jamaica, Italy, and throughout the US and of course Canada. So Cathy is literally changing the lives of children throughout the world. Cathy, you have been successful in ways that many people only dream of. I am always so excited to see beautiful souls such as you, Cathy, blossom and step into your purpose. And as a life coach, I have witnessed your transformation of your mission as you continue to grow and you continue to share your books and facilitate awareness and emotions and put languaging to feelings and emotions. And although your books are directed for children, I think there is another level where parents and caregivers are also benefiting from your books. So many adults have difficulty with their feelings and their own emotions. So while putting your books in the hands of children across the world, you're also changing the lives of parents, of caregivers, and the conversations and the relationships they are having with children they care so much about. The messages you share as you support the children are needed more than ever in this world. And what a wonderful opportunity to be able to launch your book with Carnelian Moon Publishing and be surrounded by so many people who are excited to carry your message forward. It takes a community, right? When we all come together, miracles happen. And I am so excited to watch as your light shines brighter and brighter and lights up lives for the children, their parents, and their caregivers across the world. So thank you, Cathy, for doing your part in changing the world as only you can do. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. I'm so excited for you and for the change you are here and you continue to make in the world. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, wow. Simone, thank you so much for that heartfelt message for Cathy. And we've got the room tearing up again. And each one of you have, arrived and shared such a beautiful message from your hearts to Cathy. And I'm going to try not to this time. Cathy, this is for you. It's to honor the work that you've been doing for so long and to help you to go even further. And I love that you have so much support and love from your sisters, your family who were in Costa Rica with you. And, everyone just gravitates towards you so naturally because of who you are and what you share with the world and your vision for the world. Mother Love says it all. So I'm going to introduce yet another of your sisters from the Costa Rica retreat. And wow, you ladies are just amazing. I can just imagine what it was like there. So it's a pleasure to introduce you all to Joy. Now, Joy, I hope I say your surname properly. It's Sunarine. Sunan. Sunan. Okay, sorry about that. I have the pleasure to introduce you to Joy. Joy, you and Cathy met in Costa Rica and you created a bond. And from there, you've took Cathy under your wings, my notes say, as a new entrepreneur. Yes, I'm doing this, right? Yeah, for a minute, I thought I'm reading the wrong one. I'm not. You took Cathy under your wings as she was so new in the entrepreneurial world, and you have been with her ever since, there to support her and guide her along her journey. So I now hand over to you, Joy.
Who's guiding who is what I'll say.
Bit of guidance together.
Thank you very much for having me here. It's an honor to be here with Cathy and to watch her journey. I first met Cathy in 2018. A month before we went to Costa Rica, we were in a hotel room doing videos to broadcast our message to the world. And so Cathy was doing a video, and I remember at lunch her sharing that she was very nervous. When Cathy got up, there was not a sound in the room when Cathy started to talk. Her presence, her big, big heart was just there before she even opened her mouth. And then she started to talk about the birth and the incubation of Bellyflies. And she shared the story of her friend and how this friend was somebody that she worked with every day, and they were on a big project and they were working long hours. And so Cathy and Karen were together all the time, and Karen's son committed suicide. And Cathy, being the wonderful woman that she has with this big heart, it impacted her so deeply. And she couldn't sleep. She couldn't sleep that night. I remember this story 2 years ago because I heard it so deeply. Cathy could not sleep. She paced the floor. She tossed and turned, and she thought, what did this man need before this happened? What was the pain in his heart? What was he carrying that he couldn't share? And how many other people are like that? And what can happen to the world if people can share this pain? And she sat down and she wrote Bellyflies. And Bellyflies teaches people how to honor what's happening inside themselves by paying attention to what's happening in their body. And she names it Bellyflies. And now children and adults have a tag name to call what's happening in their body, Bellyflies. And she shared with me that little children will come to their mom and they go, Mom, I have Bellyflies. And they don't need to know what it is, and they don't need to explain it, but it gives them a launching ground to start the discussion that something is not right and something's not off, something is off. And I love Cathy's other books, but Bellyflies has a special place in my heart because I am a body-mind coach. And my passion is to teach people how to pay attention to what's happening in their body and how to name what is unnameable and what has no explanation. And Bellyflies does that for children. And the impact that children can have by learning how to honor what's happening in the body and how to name it as Bellyflies, how to find different, the book talks about different ways to do when you're not feeling good, you know, to go with a friend or to be silly or to ask an adult, and gives them different strategies to start that experience. And so Cathy, Bellyflies is an awesome book. And all your books are awesome. I remember sitting with Cathy a few weeks ago, and I was looking at her and I said to her, Cathy, I want you to be the grandmother of my grandchildren. Because Cathy holds this love and this compassion in her heart. I'm so excited to see when COVID disappears and Cathy can go and be in groups of children playing and acting and embracing her loves. And I would like to end on this note about Bellyflies. It is possible to give the next generation ownership of their bodies. And Bellyflies starts that process. So Cathy, I'm very honored to be here with you. I love watching you light up when you talk about your books, when you talk about mother love, when you talk about working with the children. You are doing what you came here to do, and it is an honor to walk this journey with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joy.
Sorry, I lost my mouse.
Thank you so much, Joy.
And I lost my mouse. Okay. Oh, Joy. I had the pleasure of being in Costa Rica, and I know that this all comes from your beautiful heart, right directly into Cathy's beautiful heart. What a connection. What an amazing testament to the beautiful witnessing that you've seen of Cathy's journey as an author, and especially that poignant Bellyflies book, that amazing, incredible gift that comes from the tragedy that took place, but that has healed so many. And Cathy, you have done Bellyflies such a beautiful joy, and we're going to be introducing Ali in a little bit. Ali is the sister and
Daughter.
the daughter of Karen Patel, whose son took his life, but the tragedy created this level of a book that has been healing so many children and helping them to walk through their emotions and deal with things such as anxiety and fear and sadness and depression. So the power behind that is his legacy, and you've done such an incredible job and honor in sharing Bellyflies with the world and in honor of Karen's son. So thank you, Cathy, for all that you do, for all that you share in the world. It's quite obvious that Cathy's work is extremely touching to many of us. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for sharing in this with us. Joy, thank you so much for sharing your message. It was beautiful. It was so heart-centered and so felt by all of us. So thank you for being here as well. So now I would like to read a written message from one of Cathy's friends, Suzanne Sterling, and she wanted to share this message with Cathy and with everyone here today. Cathy is an upcoming and inspiring children's author with new insights on children's books. Cathy has written multiple books, and Suzanne says, I donated her first book, Bellyflies, to a grade 3 teacher, and she still uses that book in her classroom as of today. The book speaks volumes, and as we all know, it does speak volumes. I am pleased to see Cathy use her talents to help the youth to understand who they are and how to express their feelings. And it's signed Suzanne Sterling.
So sweet.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Thank you, Suzanne. That's so sweet.
Thank you for being here with us, for sharing that message. We are so grateful to you as well. So now it is my incredible honor and pleasure to introduce a very special lady to you, Cathy, and she is unfortunately not able to be with you in this live environment, but Janet Wizawati sends her video to you, and I would like to play that now. So just give me a moment to share my screen, and I shall hopefully, okay.
Hi, everyone. My name's Janet Wizawati, and I met Cathy a few years ago and just fell in love with her energy. And when I heard her read Bellyflies and Gonna Build a Boat, I knew she was going to change so many lives with her books. Since then, she's gone on to create I Love Icecream, Mother Love, and she couldn't have picked a better team than Carnelian Moon to do her publishing and promoting her book. And for me, as a new great-grandmother, these books are gonna come in very handy as I read them to my great-grandson and when he's growing up. So hey, Cathy, congratulations. I'm so happy that you've published more of your books and that people have an opportunity to see the power behind those words and those messages in those books. So congratulations, Cathy, and love you, and talk soon. Bye. Hi, everyone. My name's Janet Wizawati, and I met Cathy a few years.
Oh, wow. Janet, thank you so much for the message that you have blessed us with. And we know you're not here, but we know you're here in spirits. We don't have to be here physically. We know you're here with us. Your energy's felt, and congrats on the new addition to the family. Oh, that is wonderful. So, composure again. Everyone that has shared today has shared a snippet of who Cathy is. They've shared a segment of her in their own special and unique way, and the relationships that she's created. And at Carnelian Moon, we are so honored and blessed to be able to be here and support you, Cathy, on this journey. We couldn't be any prouder of you right now. And I'm saying this to lift the energy a little bit because I don't want to cry anymore. I am so full with all the beautiful experiences we're having right now that I'm staying on this energy for a little bit, just to continue honoring you from this place, because wow. So right now we're opening up for Q&As. I don't know if there's anyone here in the room with Cathy who would like to ask any questions with her. Is there anyone? Because everyone knows her so well here, and I've been keeping a track of Facebook, and I see no messages on Facebook or any questions on Facebook. So I don't think we need a Q&A right now. So I'm going to move straight into asking Cathy then to share a bit about Bellyflies.
Oh boy.
Whilst you wipe the tears, I do want to just share this page. I hope you can see it, because this is where Cathy started. Oh, you can't see very well. And at the bottom, it actually says that this book is dedicated to Karen and her son Matt. And every time I look at this book and see that page, I'm taken on that journey with Cathy as I read every page. So this is how much it means to Cathy, and this is how much it means to Karen and her family. So please go out and support the little ones in your life and allow them to continue holding on to their emotions and understanding their emotions and knowing that they can ask for help when it's needed. Cathy, over to you.
Okay. Am I unmuted?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So you've heard so much about my book, Bellyflies. And it's truly straight from the heart. When I wrote it, I just, like Joy said, I couldn't sleep. I just put pen to paper and just started jotting stuff down, just trying to get it out of my head and out of my heart, just onto paper so I can sleep. So then when I looked at it, it was different suggestions for children to be able to handle their belly flies, of which I had today. But I just pictured you all with spaghetti on your head, so I was good. So I got to tell you that when I finished writing this book, I was very proud because my brother did the illustrations. And together as brother and sister, we made this book. We created this book. So I brought it to my grandmother, who is in a retirement home. And she has Alzheimer's. She had Alzheimer's. She's passed since. And I read it to her just because I wanted her to say, look, Grandma, look what Anthony and I did. And she listened to every word of it. And I thought, well, it's just a kid's book, but I just wanted to show her how nice the pictures are and that. And when I got to the end of it, she said, again. She wanted me to read it to her again. So I looked at my mom and she goes, yeah, read it to her. So I read it again. And then she would go back to a page and she'd say, well, what are they doing here? And we were having a conversation about the book. We got to the end and she said, well, where's the little girl? Because it just shows that the boy went to bed. And I said, well, the girl went to her house to go to bed as well. Said, oh, okay. Can you read it again to me? And so we spent so much time just reading this book, and it brought her so much joy. So I thought, wow, this is something for elderly people as well, because they can connect with what they remember. And I remember bringing it to my cousin said, bring it to my class. She's a junior kindergarten teacher, and you can read it to them. So I thought it was just the first time I ever did anything like that. And I went into the class, and those children are so smart. I can't believe it. They knew what compassion was. They knew before I explained anything about the book, how they should be treating people. And when I read the book to them, they had so many really good questions that I didn't anticipate. And then the grade ones wanted me to read it to them. And they had so many more questions that I didn't anticipate, but they loved the book. And then they said to me, where can we get this book? And I was all flustered and I said, well, I have some here. But now it's available everywhere. So that's going to be really good when I get out there and start reading again. The feelings that I had writing this book, even after I wrote all the information down, was really, really deep and vulnerable. And as I put it together, I wanted to make it so simple that any child could just read it and or have it read to them. And so simple that these techniques of running when you feel anxiety, or just chat with a friend, or help somebody, because that always seems to work for me. If I get my mind off of me and help somebody else, it seems to work. So that these techniques can just be so developed into their mind and their bodies that when they get older and they have so many other things on their minds, that it just comes natural. When they're teenagers and they feel that anxiety, they just go out for a run, which I think is pretty positive nowadays. I think a lot of people do that anyway. Or involve yourself with somebody else's excitement, and then that kind of helps you think of, or involve yourself with people who need you, so like a food bank or something, because that makes you feel like, I can get through this. I can share my love with somebody and it'll bounce back to me 100 times. So when I was finished, I'm just looking at the pictures while I'm talking to you, and here's like help someone so they can win. And I really feel strongly about that, because the kids in the classrooms were helping each other. They're helping each other sit down, and you sit over here, and let's sit this way. And I just watched them sit around so that they could all see me and hear me. And I thought, wow, that's pretty special. I don't remember being like that when I was a kid. I just wanted to sit up front. So Bellyflies is my heart, but all the rest of the books are very deep, from very deep within me. Gonna Build a Boat, like I said, was for my dad. And even when I read that, I feel his energy with me. That brings all the children together again and helps them to understand how they should be a community. And Mother Love and I Love Icecream, I think if you look, they're all from the same deep heartfelt feelings. And I think when people read them, hopefully they'll feel that same way. I hope they makes their heart a little stronger and a little more open. Yeah, and I thank you so much for all coming. I can't even believe this. Thank you.
That was so beautiful, Cathy. Thank you so much for sharing all of that, because each story that you bring to the children and to their parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and all of that has such meaning, has such depth. You don't just write the book to write the book. You write the book to teach. You write the book to guide. You write the book to support. So you do so many things with your words, with your images, with the colors that you use, and you always are putting so much forward and remembering, what it's like to be a child. How would a child respond to this particular color or that particular word or that particular feeling? So you put 110% of yourself into each and every book, and it shows so beautifully. So thank you so much for sharing all of that with each of us, because this is a celebration that really is allowing each of us to see even more amazing things about the wonderful Cathy Gagliardi and all of your books that you have available right now. this book launch has been so fantastic so far. Tearjerker in some areas, but this is the beautiful energy of bringing together those who are in your sphere, who really truly love what you do, and especially love you, because you're such a giving and sharing and loving individual. And so I think that what we will do now is I will share again for those of you who might have missed it in the beginning about how you can actually obtain one or more of Cathy's amazing books. So we have set up a webpage for Cathy. It's a landing page where you can actually ask Cathy to autograph your book for a grandchild, for your own child, or even for yourself. And we have adults who buy these books because we have this affinity with them, and then we gift them out to grandchildren or to children in our lives. So I wanted to just remind you that we have got copies of Bellyflies, I Love Icecream, I'm losing my voice for some reason, Mother Love, and Gonna Build a Boat. And these are all available at http:// and we will put this information up so that you don't have to follow what I'm saying here. We'll have a link for you. bit.ly, bit.ly/twinkling_links. Links is spelled LYNX books. And that will take you directly to the website that we've set up for Cathy, so that you can then request your book or books, and you can give Cathy an idea of how you would like the autograph to be signed over. If you have a special little boy or little girl in mind for that book, Cathy can autograph that book for you for that. And you can order 1 or 4 or anything in between. And for today only, we do have a special coupon offer. The coupon offer is on the website. You'll be able to see that there. And when you order your books, you'll be able to use that discount to receive that discount on the purchase at checkout. We also have included a podcast interview that we did with Cathy, and that is shared on the site as well. And then when you move down a little bit more to learn more about Cathy, we've shared also one of Cathy's favorite quotes. We've also shared a little bit more about Cathy and how you can reach out to her and how you can actually connect more fully with her, including through her website at twinklinlinks.com, as well as her YouTube channel where she reads to children, which is also under the name of Twinkling Links. So you can get all that information and more. So thank you so much for being here, for being you, and for spending time with Cathy and helping us celebrate this amazing author. Thanks, Cathy. So you actually told us a story about Bellyflies. And so what we are now going to do is we are going to now introduce Ali Pental. She is the daughter of Karen, which is one of Cathy's very special friends who inspired her first book, Bellyflies. So I'd like to now share my screen and share Ali's message with all of you.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing super good today. My name is Alicia Pental, and I have been asked to speak a little bit about my perspective, connections, and relationships with this book and Cathy, and I could not be more excited. So thank you so much for giving me a space to do so. And I'm sorry that I couldn't be there live, but I still want to send in a little video to make it personal, and yeah, to just speak on that a little bit. Unfortunately, my mother, Karen Pental, couldn't be here today because she's out of town, but she's definitely here in heart, and she's so excited for this. So, for those of you who don't know, the book Bellyflies was actually written by Cathy the same night that she found out that my oldest brother passed away by suicide. So that was almost 7 years ago, and although this is a completely devastating experience, it warms my heart knowing that so many wonderful things have been created out of it, Bellyflies being one. Especially for me, it's super close to home because when he passed away, I was only 10 years old. And I was feeling emotions that I hadn't even fully developed yet, and I didn't know what they were, and my self-awareness was definitely not where it is now. So it was a really interesting process for me and lasted a lot longer than it typically would, grief, I mean. So just knowing that Cathy wrote a book for children, directed towards children, to share the experiences of anxiety and depression are okay, and it's normal and you're not alone. And those belly flies that you feel are completely okay. And I really love that. And I know that it's reaching out to people who need it. And it's truly inspiring. So thank you so much, Cathy, for everything you've done. And I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so grateful for everything that has come out of this. And I'm so excited to see what other amazing opportunities come out of this in the future. So thank you so much for giving me a little bit of a space to talk about this. I'm like I said, I'm so grateful, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing super.
Wow, I'm even fuller now. Cathy, if you unmute.
Okay. Am I unmuted?
Yes, you are.
When Karen and Allie asked me if I could read the book to her class, it's a grade 6 class. She's 11 years old. And I thought, well, this is Bellyflies. Nobody will care. It's just a little book. But I read it to them, and they loved it. And they asked me so many very adult questions about the situation and about the book and about me. And then they asked me, after knowing all that information, they asked me again, to read it. And and I gave them coloring papers to color, to draw on. And I gave them a Yum Yum picture, and everyone was separate. Like, it was totally different. And I brought that to them, and I said, look at you guys. You all are so different, but you're all so colorful and loved, right? It's just beaming with love. And that was such a special occasion for me to realize that these little grade 6 minds, which they're not little at all, understand and appreciate what Bellyflies has to offer.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that, Cathy. And Allie, again, although you're not here, wow, have we felt your presence. And how do you follow that? This just adds to everything, and the amount of emotions that is flowing and the energy around the room right now is just so magnificent. And everyone has shared with love, as I've said previously, and we're so grateful for that. Gosh, I now have the pleasure and huge honor of introducing someone who is so close to Cathy. Now, Patrick Gagliardi is Cathy's eldest son. And although he's not here with us today, he really wanted to be here to share his mum's joy in this moment. We know you're here in spirit, Patrick. He sent a video message for us, and Judy is going to play that message for us right now. Thank you so much for sending that, Patrick.
Absolutely. I'll share my screen.
Hello world, thanks for joining. If you have ever experienced and enjoyed Twinkling Links books in the past, you're currently enjoying, or you will be enjoying, I gotta tell you, you're in for a treat, especially if you have kids. It comes from such a good place, it comes from a good heart, it's meaningful, and really in these climates, it's very necessary. I'm not just saying that because Cathy Gagliardi, the author and illustrator, is my mother, and more importantly, my CEO, and even more importantly, the maker and deliverer of my food. But I'm saying, watched as she's journeyed through new friendships and up and downs in this world that have led to the creation of these amazing books that are as vibrant in color as they are in content. And I'm just so proud and so excited for her book launch. And really, I see the effects that it has on people, personal friends of mine that have children and that just want to ready their children and their families for this world. And it's a cool way to do that. And it's very engaging. And I'm so excited to see what you have next, Mom. What kind of books do you have next? What kind of friendships are you going to integrate into your writings and your teachings? And really, I just want to say I'm so proud of you and what you've done technically and business-wise and creatively to get to this point. All those things working together that you had to learn, and you're killing it. And yeah, very proud. And I know I speak on behalf of all of our family who has seen your work and who is so proud to share your work with everybody. And thank you for your dedication as well. I don't know if that makes me an author too, because my name is printed in the book on that. But have a great book launch, and I cannot wait to see your books coming out next. Check it out, Twinkling Links, and congratulations, Mom.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Patrick, for that. And thank you for being that person that keeps your mom going. Thank you for challenging her and telling her to just go for it with confidence, because with that unwavering support and love and delivering food, you have supported her to be where she is today. And I just wanted to share something else. Not many people know that Cathy actually illustrates her books as well. It's not all authors who illustrate their books. And she has gone, she creates, oh, you can't see everything. She creates the most amazing images in her books. And for these special books, she's even shared hidden nuggets for your children to be able to color at the back of your books now. So you get that added bonus. And Cathy, you have learned a lot. You have come a long way. And this is just so magnificent. Continue supporting her, please.
I was the first to see all of these videos last evening, and I loved them all. And I particularly loved Patrick's for the bringing of food. That was so adorable. So he wanted to wish you a fantastic book launch today, Cathy. He sent me a message just before we got on, and I thought that was so amazing of him to be able to take time out of his really busy schedule and to share that with us. So your son is amazing, and there's no surprise why. You are an amazing mom. You are an amazing person. So thank you for all that you do. And thank you, Patrick. It was perfect. A beautiful way to end all of the speakers here. You've all been amazing. You've all shared so many beautiful and wonderful memories and insights and witnesses to Cathy's journey. And so what I'd like to do now, Cathy, is I would love to invite you to have the final word.
Okay. I have to read this. I don't want to miss anything. Thank you all for your beautiful words. You're truly all a significant part of my path, and you know it. It's like running into a magical forest and having your guidance and your friendship along the way. I could not have accomplished all that I have without the influence of my dad, a man who worked hard with pride, had strong love for his family, and shared with me his incredible creativity, and imagination. Both of my parents encouraged and supported me in everything I have attempted. They have taught me to love unconditionally by loving me unconditionally. My mom and my best friend has been by my side, literally, sitting right beside me, assisting me in every step on every page. I couldn't have asked for a better ally. She is always there to offer help, and you can find us daily laughing at ourselves until we cry. My brother Anthony has taught, guided, and fixed my technical problems throughout my journey, and still is, with such a kind heart and genius mind. He is always ready and willing to help his little sister on a too frequent basis. My boys, Patrick and Gregory, bring me the joy and inspiration to reach down deep and be the child who is reading the books. Patrick encourages me to get out there and teaches me by example. He reminds me to watch out for imaginary boundaries and grab every opportunity. He is my technical guru and makes everything look easy. Thanks, Patrick, for your point of view. And as an entrepreneur and a producer and entertainer, the great big thank you for your love, respect, and so many laughs. You are an amazing man. Gregory's long distance, he's my youngest guy. His long distance love reaches me every day from Victoria, BC. He is the one that I have to remind there's someone sitting here, as he always appreciates his mama's love and just sits on my lap. Gregory was the one who made the cover of Gonna Build a Boat better. So special, and now it doesn't look like the boats are floating in the air. His ideas, encouragement, and pride in his mama makes me want to be more meaningful author of more heartfelt books, deep heartfelt books. I'm so lucky to have such special people in my life. Donna, you invited me on a journey that changed my life, and you stood by me while I navigated this adventure. I got to thank you for being there so often for me and making me laugh a lot. Thank you. Janet, for all the ideas, contacts, solutions, you really gave me the boost I needed, took me under your wing. Thank you, Unity, for being my guiding angel, making me smile at myself and get out of my head and show me that the two parts of me can work together well, my spiritual and my logical. I keep getting pulled back to the logical, but I know that spiritual side of me wants to glow. Thank you. Joy, sweet Joy. Thank you for always reminding me of the importance of my message. And thank you for all the cuddles and the hand holding that get me through a lot of the things that I need you for. All of you. Ali, for giving me permission to tell your story and hopefully make a difference to all the youths of the world, the children, the young adults, and the elderly. Suzanne, for always checking in on me and caring. You are my daily shot of positivity, and I really need that. Laurel, for sharing your valuable experiences as you bubble with contagious enthusiasm. And she said, I bubble. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you, Simone, for teaching me the benefits of dynamic visioning and to create and believe in my vision board. It's got me through a lot of questionable times. And makes me realize that there's more out there. You have all been such special friends to me, but I could go on all day about how I feel about you. There's so much love. Thank you, Judy and Debbie. Obviously, we would not be here without you. Judy and I became close in Costa Rica, where we shared many experiences. I knew that I wanted my books to be published by you in some way, somehow. Maybe I manifested our business relationship. I'm just saying, you know, she's been there for me in many ways, even before she created Carnelian Moon Publishing with Debbie. And when I needed suggestions to solve my problems with my books not being printed, Judy and Debbie came back to me with a solution: website, Facebook page, book 1, 2, 3, 4, improved and in many ways printed, promoted, and boom, here we are today. My books worldwide. What? I can't believe it. Debbie, thanks. Thank you for all your help emotionally as well, giving me that little boost to calm down and to ground myself. Thank you for always answering me in my questions, my crazy questions that I have, and doing things immediately for me. I really appreciate that. You guys are bliss. You just are bliss. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Thank you, all my friends. And thank you, my publishers, which are my friends as well, for showing me the stars. Thank you all for sharing this momentous occasion with me and for all your heartfelt sentiments. I love you all. I wish I could just hug everybody all at once. Just a big, big hug. What do you call that, Simone? One of those big hugs?
We'll do a virtual hug.
Yeah.
Oh, huge love and gratitude to you and for you, Cathy. Thank you so much for inviting us to accompany you on this journey. And gosh, you filled us up yet again with your beautiful words. I am going to sign off of Facebook and ask Judy to continue celebrating with us here in the Zoom room. Okay, so Facebook, thank you for being here with us. All our love, all our gratitude for you being here today and sharing in Cathy's moments. Remember to check out the website. It is on our page. It's on Cathy's Facebook page. We look forward to supporting you further. Bye.
Thank you.
So everyone, we are now at the time when we get to open up all our mics. We get to say what we would like to say, and we all, and this time I've got wine. It's like it's room to wine, so I don't know what that's going to be like. I didn't think that one through at all. But I would love everyone to join us. I don't know, you can't see my glass. Join us in raising a glass in celebration to Cathy Gagliardi.
I raise mine too.
Cheers, Cathy. You so deserve congrats.
Woohoo!
And to you guys and to all of you. I love you.
Your books have launched. Your books are out there. Your book launch is now coming to a close, and it was beautiful. Was it not the intimate event we mentioned it would be?
Yes, it was perfect.
Beautiful. Yes.
It was beautiful. I love each and every one of you for being here, for sharing from your heart, your soul, your spirit, everything. Cathy, many, many, many more years of incredible success and beautiful words and books and illustrations being shared with children and families around the world. Congratulations, love.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations,
you guys.
Congratulations. I'm sorry. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this.
Thank you.
We're very, very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here for Cathy. It has been such an honor meeting each of you as well. And Simone, I know you wanted to dash off, so thank you for staying to the end. Thank you, everyone. Cathy.
You guys.
Breathe now.
So much love. I don't know what to do.
Unity, you can unmic if you want to say something. Are you good?
Thank you, Cathy, and thank you, everyone. It's so nice to be here, and lots of love, and congratulations, and so much continued success for this journey. So thank you.
Thank you, Unity.
Thank you so much.
Love you. So nice to see you.
Okay, so we've come to the end of Cathy Gagliardi's book launch. It has been an incredible experience, and as always, it has brought tears, it has brought joy, it has brought laughter, it has brought sharing, it has brought friendship and family, and beautiful, beautiful words from Cathy from your book. And we just want to close and remind you, please visit Cathy's website, twinklinglinks.com. You can also find her on Facebook under the same name, Twinkling Links. You can also enjoy listening to her reading of her books on her YouTube channel, Twinkling Links, as well. And just as a final reminder, we have autographed books available that you can purchase directly from Cathy. It is at the website that we are going to be sharing on our page, as well as on Cathy's Facebook page, and all of the other links that will be available. So I will give that to you one more time, just in case you want to jot it down. It is going to be bit.ly/Twinkling Links Books. And you can get your autographed copies there of Cathy's 4 books. Yeah, Twinkling Links is right behind Cathy on your sign. And again, you can purchase Bellyflies, Gonna Build a Boat, I Love Ice Cream, and Mother Love, all from that page as well. And we've got a special coupon if you want to save a little bit of money today only. So that page will be up for a while. If you want to go over there and get your autographed copies, Cathy will sign those and get them out to you after she stops smiling. Being here, for being a part of this, for making this so incredibly beautiful. Thank you, Cathy.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh, my heart is so full.
And we can stop recording now.